justice.
I think at this moment we better get back to the markets. Shall we do that?
She did.
The outrage segment is over. Let's get to the markets. Gains all around, but nothing much, except for the NASDAQ, which is up 122. That's better than 1%. Solid gain on the NASDAQ, at least. David Stryzewski back with us this morning. 2023, I read your stuff. It's all doom and gloom to you, David. You're in cash and you're running for the hills. That's where you are right now, aren't you?
Hey, good morning, Stuart. There's no question that cash is king here in a day and age where liquidity is becoming a lot more scarce. But in my opinion, 2022 was the beginning of what is likely a much longer ball game. 2023, we're going to see the rate cuts really take effect into our market. So that's what we're seeing right now. CPI and PPI are starting to come down. It typically takes about 270 days for the Fed rate cuts to kick in. So we're looking at about mid-April last year, so about like 1.25% of the 4% of rate hikes that have come in. And so, everything was priced fairly until the Fed started hiking everything. As I'm looking at things right now, hey, we've got over 30 portfolios, so we're allocated in the market. There's still great opportunities. We're participating, and things are at least moving in the right direction here as the year started out.
Okay.
But
if things go your way, if things work out the way you say they're going to work out, are we going to hit brand new lows for the Dow, S&P, and the NASDAQ in the next 4 or 5 months?
Yes, sir. I do believe that that's accurate. Typically following a Fed pivot, we see the biggest downside in the market cycle. And so, here's the deal. The market's pricing in the Fed pivot, but they're not pricing in the recession. And so we're all kind of scratching our heads here. How can you have a pivot without the recession, at least looking at historical information? And so, there's a lot of things that are facing us right now, including our debt ceiling being hit tomorrow as a nation, $31.4 trillion. So we can't even elect a House representative here without 13 different votes. So how's that going to be going when you've got mixed Congress and a White House that is seemingly resistant to that?
I'd call that doom and gloom, David, but there you go. See you again soon.